So I don't know about you guys, but a Nicki versus Latto Twitter showdown was not on my bingo card because I never really saw it coming. But hey, here we are. And the fight between these two got real ugly real fast. Shots were thrown on each side and receipts were brought out on both sides. And this drama turned out to be one of the most vicious dramas that we had ever seen on social media. So it all started when Latto tweeted, "Damn, I can't win for losing. All these awards and nominations I can't even celebrate." And Nicki threw some shade at her saying, "This Karen has probably mentioned my name in over 100 interviews. Says she waited in line for Pink Friday with her Barbie chain on, bangs, pink hair, but today Scratch Off decides to be silent? Rather than speak up for the women that she called her biggest inspiration." And then she also shared a screenshot of a message from Latto where Latto said, "I agree with you, however, because of where we left off, I don't think you need to bring up my name or song to prove your point." Now before we get into the messy back and forth, I want to give y'all some context so you guys know why they got into this messy drama in the first place. So what had happened is that Nicki and her team submitted her song Super Freaky Girl to the Grammys under the rap category, but then they were told that it was moved to the pop category. Nicki felt like it was unfair for her song to be moved to pop when they didn't do the same for other songs, and she used Latto's song Big Energy as an example. She went live on Instagram to ask why Super Freaky Girl was considered a pop song when Big Energy was considered rap.
If Super Freaky Girl is a pop song, what song is Big Energy? What genre is Big Energy?
She also tweeted, "I have no problem being moved out of the rap category as long as we're all being treated fairly. If Super Freaky Girl has been moved out of rap, then so does Big Energy. Anyone who says differently is simply a Nicki hater or a troll. I'd love to actually see a more street record win, male or female." She then replied to a tweet about how Latto referred to Big Energy as a pop song, and she said, "Yikes." This was when Latto got mad and tweeted about not being able to celebrate her wins, and Nicki then called her out for not supporting her in public. So now that we're all caught up, let's go deeper into the mess. You might want to bring an umbrella with you because it's raining chaos. Now, even though Nicki didn't mention Latto knew that she was the one Nicki was shading, and she responded saying, "First of all, I texted you because I didn't want to do the internet thing with someone I looked up to. Just like the first time I DM'd you asking about your ongoing subtweets, I wanted to speak up, cause like I said, I do agree, but the way you're going about it seems malicious, especially how we left off." She continued, "I've ignored countless subtweets since March and instead addressed you in the DM. You're asking why I didn't speak up on your defense? It's the same answer I gave you when you asked why I didn't congratulate you. You literally older than my mom and trying to be a bully." Nicki then replied to Latto saying, "All this time, I thought you was at least 35. Latto then brought up an old tweet of Nicki's where Nicki was allegedly subbing her, and she captioned it, "The most recent subtweet in question, but I'm finna start from the beginning, 40-year-old bully." But then Nicki claimed to have been talking about someone else in the tweet, saying it was an actual person on TikTok, a creator, not even an artist. "I'm sure the Barbs have receipts. It goes to show she just made up these subtweets in her head simply because she sent me 2 songs I declined to do features on. They all do this." She also said, "Age shaming when you look like you the one pushing 40? Age shaming but was begging for a feature. Imagine what them jeans gonna do in 10 years. Oh, so you're in your 20s. Oh, okay then. At least it matched your album sales. You sold 20K, right? Mad you flopped? That's why you really mad. Oh, listen, Onika did not come to play." But Nicki also accused Latto of using ghostwriters, saying, "Who wanna hear the reference tracks of scratch off ghostwriters rapping her bars? She used me and the Barbs in every interview until that album sold double wood. Now she wiping the spray tan off and being a Karen. They black when it's beneficial, child." And Latto hit back with, I'll post to my goddamn self. They'll all tell you I write too. I heard a few of your refs before they came out too, boo. We forget we all collab with the same writers. Differences, I don't deny it. The world's seen me writing since 16 on national TV though. Okay, now before we go on, I want to briefly talk about the fact that Nicki accused Latto of being black when it's beneficial for her. But Nicki was the one who went live on Instagram to support former Little Mix member Jessie Nelson when she was accused of blackfishing. Nicki even clowned Leanne Pinnock when she spoke out about Jessie's history with blackfishing.
Because when you do clown shit, I gotta treat you and talk to you like you a clown.
So I don't know, I find it interesting that Nicki is accusing Latto of being black for profit, unlike Jessie Nelson, and she is actually half black. Listen, I'm always gonna keep it fair, but let's go ahead and move on. Latto then dropped some screenshots where she believed that Nicki had been shading her, and she said, okay, first, this is from when I teased Big Energy Remix. You didn't deny subtweeting me? I'm confused. Peep, not again. Because she thinks I was using her fans for simply teasing my wheelie feature and then the B remix feature. Nicki then revealed something very interesting about Latto, saying, now pay attention. Every DM from Scratch Off is about a feature. I was kind every time, but Scratch Off feels she has pulled behind the scenes with a few white men who I won't name right now. Now look at my next tweet to see the very next message she sent me after I declined 3 features. She then posted these screenshots of Latto in her DMs, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird to see that Latto seems to only DM Nicki to ask for a feature and nothing else. Nicki also shared some screenshots and said, look at how this Karen makes up a fake beef in a passive-aggressive attempt to show her frustration about me politely declining 3 feature requests. Scratch Off is just an entitled Karen who blames others for her album flopping. Better stop it, Scratch Off. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, Nicki is referring to Latto as Scratch Off. It's kind of giving Kanye referring to Pete Davidson as Skeet. But Latto has not been backing down from the fight, and she shared some screenshots of her own and said, I literally named you as my dream collab multiple times in multiple interviews. Like I told you over the phone that I looked up to you. You still never answered my question about where the random shade started coming from. Okay, so y'all know how I said get an umbrella because things are about to be rain and chaos. Well, you might want to get ready because the mess goes crazy from here. Because Latto said, with all that being said, this wasn't just about a Grammy category. You're being funny, bringing me up to defend your case, knowing our last convo didn't end on good terms. You literally told me I'm not flourishing and no one cares about my little song over the phone. She then decided to get down and messy, saying, been subbing. Super freaky grandma is married and related to effing R words. You ain't gonna bully me, B. My idol turned rival, now you hating. Ooh, now wait a minute. Did she go there? Yes, she did. Listen, Latto really said, if you go low, I'ma go lower. And I know I said this before a million billion times, but every time Nicki gets into a fight, people are always gonna use her husband against her, which makes everything even messier. Latto also said, I'll die on this hill myself. Everybody ain't lying on you. We see the pattern, be for real. Nicki then replied and said, notice a pattern. Okay, you only get called old when you pass on their features. I ain't never dissed my idols for not giving me a feature. I bowed to Lauryn Hill's feet when I met her. Feature or no feature? Should I call her now? She a grandmother and I'm still out rapping you. Latto then hit back with, the feature was never the problem. You passed on 2 songs I sent and I still showed love. You're not the only person I've sent songs to that passed. Never took offense. I'm a rapper. Cute way to spin the narrative though. Nicki then responded to Latto's SA shade saying, didn't care about SA when she was begging for features, didn't care about Kodak's past, didn't care about the accusations made about Dr. Luke who produced Big Energy. Newsflash, Scratch Off, I've never SA'd anyone. I've inspired millions and you're one of them, bozo. And you're one of them, bozo. She continued, y'all keep letting these bozos weaponize the word SA when they're being dragged dragged and not holding them accountable for not actually caring about real SA victims in real life. They have the same 2 dreads about me, and one of them ain't even about me. That's how you know that you that beat. This is when someone pointed out the age gap between Latto's parents, saying, your father is in his 60s, your mother is 39, meaning when your father had you, he was roughly in his late 30s and your mother was 16 or 17. You know what that means, right? And Nicki quoted this saying, scratch off, get your dumb self to the mic right now. Explain this ish. Since you just became an SA activist in the last 5 minutes, you better have a good explanation for this ish right now. This better be a typo. Now Latto circled back to her claims about Nicki telling her that she's not flourishing, and she released a recording of the call.
I've done nothing to you. Yeah, you are. It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. It's
So from this, Nicki never said that she wasn't flourishing. She just said that she was delusional, and Latto herself admitted this. Listen, this entire drama was a complete mess, and the internet is still reeling. Some people are on Nicki's side with comments like, y'all can't say Nicki is the problem when Latto agreed on Nicki being right in DMs, but for some odd reason, she refuses to speak out on it publicly. And Latto is a messy liar. She lied saying Nicki said something, then posted recordings that didn't match up. But then a lot of people are also on Latto's side, like this person that said, I'm so proud of women like Latto, Cardi B, and Megan. Setting themselves apart from Nicki and refusing to kiss her ass is the best thing one can do for their careers, sanity, and peace of mind. Not having to tiptoe in all their actions for fear of angering Nicki, love this for them. And another person said, Latto has the longest charting single by a female rapper and is now being considered for Grammys, and that's why Nicki is mad. These girls come into the industry, work hard, and breaking records, and she just can't take it. Listen, this drama is sending everybody, including me, and there was no reason for it to get as messy as it did because they could have easily handled this privately in a DM instead of embarrassing each other on social media like this. Well, listen, I hope that they at least win a Grammy, because if not, this mess would have all been for nothing. But anyways, I know that y'all love you some messy drama, so check out this other video.